Hello, everyone. Welcome to Twisted Thursday. Yes, I'm VS Speaks Royally. Hello to all of you out there. I see more comments are coming. Hopefully, it's all greetings. Nothing too urgent is going on. Let me just peek at the comments real quickly. Hello. How are you all? Church Nelly. Okay. There's more people. Yeah, we're colliding with each other, but we know you all love us all, and you just have to do a little extra time jumping between streams. I do that myself when it seems like all 5,000 people go live at the same time. You just have to jump between live streams. So I get it, Church Nelly. So welcome everybody to this. It's going to be, yeah. It's one of those live streams that if you got sensitive ears, you might want to just go ahead on, hit the thumbs up, share it, and then just leave and maybe come back and listen later. But let me do this and get right into it. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So, just to do a little time, a little cleanse before we get into the nitty and the gritty of it all. I saw this picture of Megan. I just had to share because I don't think I've seen this one. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool picture. So You're welcome. Mhm. And then this one is Perfection, Success Squad with a star. Those that understand the, Hollywood Boulevard, it's it's not real. Just for the haters that might lose their minds. But we have a little lightness right before. And so, without further ado, here we go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Okay, I'm not sure what all the pausing was with that, but so I wanted to truly, the title, subject, what did I say? Racist trash time. So there was a meme, well, not even a meme, it was a cartoon that was done that characterized Harry, Meghan, and yeah, that I shared with the channel members yesterday. And I debated whether I wanted to share it. So I will, but it will only be like 10 seconds. I'm not going to go through a whole lot with it. But I want to give you at least 10 seconds. Get your eyes ready and steady it hard. The first piece that you'll see will be part of the tweet that was sent out. And I'll read what Dr. Shola um, had tweeted and what she stated, because I agree 100%. And let's just say Twitter was ablaze. It still is. And I'll go on. But I wanted to start out with this one because, just to give some context, in 2016, for people that don't know, haven't ever looked at the docuseries, haven't read Spare, whatever it is that you haven't done, this was one of the first headlines that was breaking the story of who Harry was dating. And so you've probably heard about this, as I know we've referenced it on different, but exclusive. Harry's girl is almost straight out of Compton, gang scarred home of her mother revealed. So will he be dropping by for tea? Yeah. This prompted the statement that Harry released. Um, all the meanwhile, the palaces, all of them, have been silent from 2016 to today when it comes down to Meghan. But when it comes down to footballers, let's just say that there's a certain air that just has to speak on racism, or even Brits, Black Brits. He has to speak on it. So this cartoon should have incited, the king that's getting ready to have his, $1 billion party. He should have jumped up and said, enough is enough. Enough is enough. But he didn't, as expected. They only see racism when they want to, maybe not even then. So, all right. Prepare yourselves. Again, I'm just going to read quickly because it might be hard to read with the Twitter screenshot. So, all right. What Dr. Shola wrote: this is a vile, repugnant, racist depiction of Harry and Meghan. Please name and shame the racist bastards behind the wanton wench and black excellence is the Twitter accounts. What are their real names and occupations? Bloody cowards. So many of us got on a reporting spree. I did get a report back from Twitter, and I can't take a screenshot of it because now with the new regime in charge of that Bird app, they don't allow you to screenshot their reports back to you to tell you what is happening. So let me just read because let me see where my reports are. We have updated a report. You submitted a report for hateful conduct, Black Excellence. Violation found. We locked Black Excellence account for breaking our hateful conduct. We found they broke our hateful conduct rule through different reports we received about their behavior. They can't tweet, retweet, or like content, and we'll ask them to remove the reported content. if they want to regain full access to their account. Your safety is important to us. If they break our rules again, we will respond with a more severe action like suspension. They should have been booted right off that flicking bird app, but hey. Here is the depiction up close. I want you to look at it closely, and I'm going to start my 10-second timer because I want you to take in everything. And when they talk about there's no racism in that country, you can tell them to go shove it up their asses. Okay, here we go. 10 seconds. And they started off with a game. Oh, let's caption this. Okay, so we are going to come up here. I'm going to take it off. So that's what I shared with the channel members yesterday, and I did debate whether I was going to. Oh, sorry about that. Wrong screen. Thumbnail. So I was debating whether I was going to even share it here, but every racist trope is in that effing cartoon, as they say, and to place it as a game. Now, this Black Excellence account is just nothing but hateful content. Just hateful content. So the fact that a violation was found, they received several reports, and all you did was just, please delete the reported, the so-called one little incident. No, if we spent time reporting all of their stuff, come on now, just take a perusal of their account and you'll see the bullshit that is on there. But anyway, let me get my life together over here. So, allegedly there's Harry throwing up gang signs. He's got chains all around his neck, as if white men don't wear chains. Okay. They don't even have to be so-called down with the bros, in a sense. Hats backwards. White boys wear their hats backwards too. But Megan, you have bones in her hair, so you're taking from like old African tribe type thing. There's a fucking needle in her arm. Are you kidding me? Like, are you all like just... I think the next person that tells me there is no racism in the UK, they're going to get cussed the hell out. Racism is everywhere. Not to say that it's not, but I'm sick of it. Now, the children that are depicted, and she's allegedly pregnant, and there's 4 children, and then there's a pregnant belly and all that, and then the big hoop earrings and chain, the necklaces around. Every aspect of that is nothing but one big racist stamp across the person's forehead. There's nothing funny about it, and if you found it funny, then you need to check your ass at the racist door. Okay. So, as I stated, BP has this thing where they talk all the time about, I'll just say space, when it comes down to football. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to take a little perusal back so that you can see with your eyes what I'm talking about. And yes, anything he says from this point is just performative. He don't mean a god darn thing that he speaks out of his mouth. It's something written by one of the courtiers that allow all this crap, especially when it comes down to Meghan, to be put out there. So, because if they had handled the environment back in 2016 and shut this shit down, we wouldn't even see this cartoon in 2023. And it pisses me off. Okay. So, here is where some of this all started. So, the whole Meghan made Kate cry, angry black woman trope. But, we have, let me take the banner off. So, in September 2019, so, we had Straight Outta Compton in 2016 against Meghan. And then in 2019 here, Prince William says he is fed up with racism in football. I hope they put the soccer ball so far up your behind. Okay. You won't think about pegging anymore. Let me calm down a little bit. He has so much to say when it comes down to. So we all know 2021 there was the Oprah interview. This interview has just it has rocked them and they're just so temperamental about it. But only took a day or two. Well, it was a couple of days, and then he showed up on an event with his wife cosplay. It was her event. He showed up and had to defend the royal family. But let me say this: anyone who questions the pigment of a fetus of a biracial woman, don't tell me you're not racist. Okay? So, if someone in the royal family, probably Space and his since you were the first one to jump out there, I'll just take it that usually the ones that, oh no, wasn't me, wasn't me, wasn't me. Yeah, you were the one. You were the one. You were the one. All right. So he jumps out there and he has this statement: we are very much not a racist family. Get the fuck out of here. Um, yeah. Yeah, just took over her event. So who knows what that event was even about, because Dum Dums here just leaped out there and had to set the record straight. I mean, he was asked a question, do you have a statement? He could have said, no statement, and kept it moving. Everybody kind of knows what the family's about anyway. Uh-huh. July 2021, just a few months after the We're Not a Racist Family, he tweeted out a personal statement on what he did not like that he saw in a football match the night before. So, again, when it comes down to his beloved soccer, football, he's got something to say. Oh, he just can't take the racism. Yet he doesn't see anything when it comes down to his sister-in-law. He sees nothing. He's blind. Mm. Again, a year later, nearly, he's still talking about saying that racism is an all too familiar experience for Black people. Now, he's talking about in Britain. So do something about it, you stupid ass. And then November. I don't remember what the incident was, and I refused to click on the article, but Prince William and Kate's office responds to racist incident at Buckingham Palace. So it was some allegations brought against, I guess, the King's top team. So, yeah. Oh, you can come out and defend. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. And it reminds me of a scene in Driving Miss Daisy when she was accusing him of stealing a can of salmon. And she's like, you'll say, oh, no, Mom. Oh, no, Mom. It wasn't me. I don't know anything about it. And they're like this when it comes down to defending within the ranks, except when it comes down to Meghan. Never seen as one of you all. And it's very clear by all. Let it be something about these flipping footballers that you still don't do anything about. Because I saw a picture where someone imposed the face of one of the football players onto an ape. Although I haven't seen one of your statements yet about it, but okay. I'm sure it's out there. Oh, look at this. He's deeply concerned. Now, this is from March 2023. Mm-hmm. Whatever. And of course, I'm sure the Rhoda that's named in this, was talking about what Squad was all over, saying that it's just performative. Because he's always been silent. What is that? Never complain, never explain. But when it comes down to my sports, I gotta speak up. When it comes down to my favorite sport, I got to speak up. Mm-hmm. The last little bit that I have, the last little item, and then I'll jump into comments for a bit because I'm on rare form with this. Someone is upset. I'll just say is upset with Miss Cosplay. She might be. Are they phasing her out for something? Someone just asking that question because downgrades her and all that ish that she talked about, how she told Megan to sit in the back or don't come or whatever. Yeah, okay. Cosplay better worry about her own arse versus trying to smear Megan. All right, now let me come up here. Let me take a sip of my punch and jump into the comments. And and read a few of the comments. Hello, hello, hello to everybody. For those of you who have joined, apologies if your ears again are a little sensitive. I'm sure this one will go yellow versus be green, but it is okay. I mean, some things just have to be. Churchill, I'm so want to mow over hope. Yeah, the Carriot Tubman hashtag. It's probably still going. I did not look to see what was trending. I really, since I saw that cartoon yesterday, I'm so sick of it. It's 2023. And unfortunately, those that push that crap just don't seem to transition quick enough, but they've already instilled that hate into their own, and just pisses me all the way off. So beautiful day. I've seen that trash cartoon and they claim it's not racist. Yeah. Oh, they claim they're not racehorses. Yeah, but they are. Those that claim it, there was somebody else on the Bird app that said some awful things, and then they're like, I have black people in my family. I have black friends. So we're all like, oh, yeah, like that's not the first two excuses that racists go to. I don't even care if you're in bed with one, you know, I'm married to a black person, or does that nullify that you are one? No, that doesn't nullify that you're not a racist. Okay. It's just who you bid. Case in point, let's look at the one of the Supreme Court justices and his wife, who likes to run around. Okay, let me move off of that. All right, Mashar, for the ranger to put out such a racist drawing, it's not a cartoon. Those are funny. They are really triggered. Good. They are letting us know who they are so they can be forever dragged and hounded. Oh, yeah, because Dr. Shaw, when she was like, please name and shame, give us the real names and their occupations because enough is enough. That's it. Now, I put it because it's the character that they use. So, yeah. Carmen, maybe I could use that. I was trying to do it on my phone with taking the screenshot because when the current, I'll just say, I said regime earlier, but the leadership, prior to them taking over, you could screenshot with your phone when you got a report. That way you can show everybody that, yeah. And, woo, so, midwife, one of the worst things I've seen surrounding all of this. Exactly. That took it complete. I was like, the squad of us been screaming about the racism. They just rolled it all up into one caricature, whatever they wanted, depiction. Um, and they really should be blocked. They should be blocked from all social media. Like I don't give God darn who you are. You should be blocked at the IP level, not to be allowed. Error again, and just go stew yourself. Go find your buddies, and you all, can brouhaha over there. Yes, very much so. Um, and a sick MFers. Yes. Um, let's see. Valerie, there's racism in the UK. Apparently, the woman who posted the picture is angry because her daughter was attacked. Then someone said you were Happy to insult Megan's children. Well. hmm hmm It's always okay for them. But the whole thing is, if your child was attacked by whom? I don't see that it would have been Squad, and I know to the hell it was not Megan or Harry. So what the were you thinking? Going and dragging like you had to just pour. This reminds me of that idiot talking at the cellular level. I just hate her. That was their cellular level in picture. That's it right there. Um, and to say, yeah, it's best that Megan for the time being does stay off because I can't even imagine if I'm going through my social media and that pops up and it's about me. I don't care how famous one is. She's still a human being. Just mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Little Mac, she been outed and now is crying foul because she and her daughter are facing backlash. Tough luck. Don't raise one, then you wouldn't have to worry about that person getting checked because her child is 19, if that's the same one that I was reading. So I'm like, okay, that's not a child. Because initially I was saying about a child. That's not a child. I mean, in the sense of you're a legal age. So you should have known better than to say or do anything that would come back at yourself. Now, if your mother wants to defend you, that's fine. But to do such a thing against Megan more so because you show her with a needle in her arm and there she is having babies. You're doing all you I mean, they literally poured every hateful racist trope into that picture. And I hope they feel the smoke for the rest of their lives from that. I do, because it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting, and I'm so mad I cry. And when I cry, when I'm this mad, yeah, it's not a good. It's not good at Valerie, and she closed her account, but people found where she lives. Listen, the internet never sleeps. These interwebs don't sleep. Um, she set herself up for that. I have no empathy. I really don't have empathy because how angry I am, and I know others are angry too, but you just don't know how far someone will go. Seeing that literally crossed every line that there is, so therefore you get what you get. The karma coming for you instantly. Not that I want to see harm come to them, but you have no shame, and you don't care what harm comes to Megan. Disgusting. Lit. Um, it is bemusing with so many abusive, belittling, and dehumanizing verbal and written accounts in the UK, elsewhere, that it is a total deafness, muteness from the head of the Church of England. There you go. And I would have to question anybody that is non-white that attends or is a member of the Church of England once that man becomes the official head and is anointed. He wants to protect his relationship with God. Your relationship, okay. Okay, I had to self mute. I had to self mute. And I just saw, um, yeah, with his cap tilted to the right. Yeah, it's a style. It's clothing. Yeah, I'm just gonna. It's style and clothing, Mrs. S. That's why I'm glad that I'm too tired today, or I would surely bust a gut at the shit these people get away with when it comes to the necessities. Exactly. Exactly. I've really pondered whether to share it, but then I did share it with the channel members, and because that is more secure. But in order, I had to. Um, they were proud to put it out there, and then to make it the game. Let's caption this. Okay, you found out what caption there is. Okay. That there ought to be a law very anger provoking. Every black and brown person should flood with complaints. Yeah. I mean, I was actually surprised when I saw that report come, and it came back quick. Like, usually you get the initial one, we received your report, blah, blah, it'll be under review. But then that one came back. And then to say that we've gotten other complaints, I was like, oh, good. I hope they have lit up you, like just the reports. I saw people that were tweeting the actual Twitter support and like, y'all need to do something. You need to shut this account down, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Marshar. Oh, wow. Okay. I read your I read your comment on the Bird app, but I'm just not going to put it on the big board. I did read it though, and I know people in the chat saw it, so I just. Now let me just say, if y'all don't see me be on today, you know why? Because this one was probably the one that someone will have a stick up their butt and want to complain about it. But I have a right to my First Amendment, and okay. And we're discussing that crazy behind depiction, that racist depiction of a biracial woman. Now, this is the kicker. They claim that she, because I keep seeing the different tweets from the derangers and stuff. She never claimed to be black, but you depict her as that every time you do something. She's black. But yet you claim that she's never depicted herself. She's never came out and stated that, which is not true. Megan's never hid her ethnic background. And as she said, the way she was treated immediately by the UK media, because they made it a deal where here in the US she wasn't treated any particular way, but she wasn't called all kinds of names and outside of you know um, yeah. Anyway, she heard her mother call the N-word. She had not been, and she said that was the first time she had heard that. She was a teenager, so I want people to get a grip on, thinking that she's some little kid. No, she was a teenager because she went to a concert with her mother. So let's cut it out. Marsha, space deserve. Oh yeah, desired Megan and probably thought he could have her. Oh yeah, I said this a while ago that he was probably used to getting his way with just about everybody. Now there is an actress in the royal family that's married to a cousin. So, and married to the one that wore that racist Blackmore brooch. I think it's her son that actress is married to. So they should not have made a big deal about Meghan being an actress. And I remember Harry mentioning, her being an actress probably. But you have a British woman that is, and she's been on TV and in movies in the US too. So what's the problem again? There is a difference between her and Megan, though, isn't it? One little difference. This is us. I actually had a Karen once tell me that she know what it is to be black because her kids are black. No, she don't have a clue. She don't have a clue. She may see how they're treated, but she don't have a clue what it's like for people to hate you just because of your pigment. Now, again, go deeper than that because many of them that run around here with a less melanin in their pigment should do DNA tests because that might shock the out of you to know exactly where you come from. Okay, it's more than it is definitely deeper than your skin. Mrs. S. I will be nicer next time. Right now, I'm pissed shit that Megan is going through. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And this is for you, for your generosity. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. I have to keep track of the timer. You're making it. Sorry about that. I do have a hard stop in a little bit, so I need to get myself together. Because if I cut up on this one, on this other call, I probably won't have a job, but I've been in that mood for a while now. All right, I'm jumping through a lot of comments. Please know if I haven't addressed you specifically, please don't take offense. If I haven't read your comment, please don't take offense. It's a lot, and I am, yeah, I am just beyond right now because I don't see how anyone thinks that's funny. And then start the sharing. Thank you to the squatties who have their burners and sit on some of these asses accounts and see what they're doing. Um, for me, I just reported and blocked the person because I was like, how dare you even use the name Black Excellence? I'm tired of these black fishing accounts. They need to be found out, they need to be removed, and they need to take a short walk off a very, very short pier into some hot lava. Okay. Hello, TMK. How are you? Hey, sis Hilda. How are you? Um, Let me see. I'm gonna read these last two, and then I'm gonna log off, and then try to recenter myself. Go out in the sun because it's a nice and warm day today. Tia, Megan's race was never an issue all her life until she moved to that racist island. They never let her forget that she's black, as if she needed a reminder. So hateful. Exactly. She knew who she was. Um, But the fact that they just throw boulders and then want to pretend like they don't see them, but when it comes down to their footballers, and he hasn't even done anything really about that. You talking about it is nothing. It means nothing. Your buddies all know that you just scoff and laugh at that. It's performative. Anything that the um, palaces over there do is performative. They don't mean any word of it because they didn't put an end to it back when Meghan was part of and known. If you didn't realize Harry was going to marry her back then, you in 2016, you were blind anyway. But okay. Marsha, audacity of Chuck the evil nasty will have a piece of wood from I know from Christ's actual cross. That took me out. I was like, what? Mind you, that's not to take anything away from people who believe in Christ, but that's if you believe. I'm gonna have to question that quite seriously. That they could even chip away at the wood, alleged wood, that's would be thousands upon thousands of years old. Just saying. And I'm in that mood today, so yeah. Let me see. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. And they throw, mind you, whoever's putting the oil on them, but whoever it is, when they throw it, they need to duck and hide. But because he might implode. Let me see. Little Mac, you can tell from the wedding, Meghan knows and is proud of being black. Yes. And the fact that she acknowledged all the Commonwealth countries, which are predominantly black and brown. Mm-hmm. Let me see this beautiful day. UK footballers don't like Willie Pegg and have booed him numerous times. He joins in with the crowd, I'm sure. Because they've done nothing to stop the racism. I mean, like I said, it's not like it's just UK, although their disease got spread out across the globe since they were the beginnings of that slave trade and all that fun glory stuff. So anyway, hey, Thrive with Lip, how are you? I hope you are well. Anyway, I need to get myself off of here. You can understand, I hope, the intensity at which I came at the subject, because it is the type of subject that deserves intensity. If you joined a little late, you may need to rewind, do a little replay. Please be sure, everyone, that you have hit the thumbs up. I appreciate you all so very much. Mrs. S, thank you again for the generosity. Please just be powerful in whatever manner that means to you of this world, because it's slowly imploding. It really is. This hate is bubbling up and it's imploding, and it's going to be bad, real bad, and it's going to be, yeah, global. So on that lovely note, please, Mrs. S. ah, woo! We got bargain basement trash time. Listen, I gave you OT trash time on Saturday, and now, it's Thursday, work week. I'm taking a little time in between, but I need to recenter, refocus, and woo-saw a little bit before I have my next work related call. So let me find my outro music. Love you all. Thank you for joining. Yeah, please be safe. Please wear your mask. And bye, everybody.